Hello guys, today I'll be showing you how to make the Cayo Perico heist a lot easier for you and a lot more well, a lot less stressful and struggling. Um Hopefully this helps you, and if it does, support the video in any way. Um but with that out of the way, let's get into it. Once you have made it to your submarine, just go to the screen right here, pay the price, and start up the Gtaher Intel mission. I'd recommend you to use fast travel just to make the preps and the setups a lot more faster and sometimes easier. So you save time instead of having to travel around the map. I'll be using the Sparrow for these setups, but you can also use the Buzzard if you don't have the Sparrow in your availability. And the Buzzard works just as well as the Sparrow. The only difference is how the guns shoot. Once you have the plane, just fly to the edge of the map where you can see the yellow marker, and it should just make your screen disappear pretty much, and then you should be into your pre-seal right then and there. Once you have made it onto the island, I'd recommend you to get a bike, since it's more agile and easier to drive around the island. I'd recommend you to follow my route so you can get through the main gate faster. It's because the island is separated into two halves. One half is heavily guarded, meanwhile the other half is not as guarded. But in order to go between the two halves, you have to go through a main gate. But the jump is a lot faster because you don't have to sneak around. And just like that, you just made it into the second part of the island. For the hacking part, I don't really know the trick, Um, all it wants you to do is add up the numbers and the symbols to make it be 28. Usually it wants you to do the first number at a very low number. Once you have access to the cameras, I'd recommend you to look for the primary target as well as secondary targets if you're doing it with with friends or people other than you. But if you're doing it solo, just by yourself, do the primary target and the west storage loop, because there's a glitch in Cayo Perico that makes it go in, that can allow you to go inside west storage without needing 2 people. As you can see, the camera's name is West Storage. I'd recommend you to, even if you're doing it with other people, I'd always recommend you to do West Storage because there's an easy glitch that makes you get into this building without needing 2 people. And then like that you get more loot, which makes you have a lot more. Before you leave the island, I'd recommend you to go where I'm going, so you can unlock a passageway into the island. The passageway is called the drainage tunnel, and it's a approach to the compound. And the drainage tunnel makes the heist a lot easier. It's over here by the boat. You just jump off into the water, go in that boat, and then take a photo of the cliff. Once you take a photo of the cliff and send it to payload, either die or get caught by the guards so you can spawn at the airport faster instead of going through the island, so you don't waste so much time. In case you don't know where the buzzard is located, if you register as CO instead of motorcycle president, you should be able to go to vehicles, and then the buzzard, it should be right here. It does cost money because you don't own it, but once you own the buzzard from Warstock Cash and Carry, it should be free for you. If you buy it from the interaction menu and you destroy it, you will have to pay again. The approach vehicle that I recommend you to do is the submarine Kosatka. It makes it easier for you to get to the drainage tunnel instead of going on the boat and then driving all around the island to go into the drainage tunnel. And it's a lot easier of a prep mission to do as well. All you do is fast travel to the marked location on the map. And then once you fast travel, use the weapons on your Kosatka submarine to kill the enemies, and then park your Kosatka on top of in the middle of the yellow circle. Just go over here to the marked location, quickly kill the enemies, and then if you park it on top of the yellow circle, it prevents enemies from spawning if you die. Because if you die in the submarine, you spawn back at the top, and then if there's enemies and helicopters, and they are pretty annoying on this threat mission. So I'd recommend you to park it on top of the submarine so you don't have to struggle so much. And then once you park, just jump out, just leave the Kosatka and do what the mission requires you to do. Once you're done with the approach vehicle,
welcome back, Capitan. That was a master class in clandestine reconnaissance. And you have a tan too, no? Now do business. Come over to the screen and I will
you don't have to do all of the other vehicles. You can just do one, and that's it. The other vehicles, they're not really important unless you want to do a specific approach. For equipment, just do all the mandatory stuff. And for weapon loadout, I would always recommend you to do the aggressor loadout, since you get a shotgun with it instead of an AR. And then if you miss a shot, you can just keep on shooting until he dies. The guard is what I mean. And the aggressor loadout is pretty easy to get too. And for disruption, I'd recommend you to do armor and air support if you're going to explore the island during the heist. But if you're thinking that you're just going to stay near the compound, then do armor, Because if you stay around the compound, you could just jump off into the water, and the heist will end like that, and you still earn the money pretty much from the heist. But if you're thinking of exploring the whole island, like the whole island, I mean like outside of the compound, then I recommend you to do armor and air support. So you don't have to worry about the enemies or guards being unkillable and like 3 helicopters looking for you. Because if we do air support, it's only gonna be 1 helicopter and armor, makes the guards very weak. But if you're just gonna stay inside the compound, just do armor to make it a lot to make these traps a lot faster. And for my approach, I will be staying in the compound mostly, so I will just do armor. But if you're gonna explore the whole island for more loot, then do air support. You never skip disruption. Disruption makes the heist so much more easier. Even if it looks like a waste of time, or it looks tedious, it will make the heist so much more easier. And if you don't do these disruption prep missions, the heist will become pretty much unplayable at that point. Because you can't kill guards, you can't explore the island without 3 helicopters looking for you, and the weapons are OP because you didn't do weapons as a disruption. I won't really recommend you to do weapons for disruption unless you want to go in loud. But weapons, it doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is armor and air support. That's the only 2 disruptions that really matter to you. And then these prep missions are pretty easy to do. And they're gonna mostly stay. The armor disruption is gonna mostly be in the city. Air support is gonna be all over the map, and weapons is gonna be all over the map too. Once you're done with disruption, weapon loadout, and approach vehicle, just do the missions that you need to do, plus the cutting torch. Don't forget the cutting torch, because you can start the heist without the cutting torch, but you need the cutting torch in order to cut through the gate of the drainage tunnel. So you need the cutting torch. Don't forget the cutting torch. But other than that, you pretty much have the heist all ready for you. Just do the mandatory prep missions, and you should be ready for the heist. I'll probably speed up the video right now, just to save time. Okay guys, once you're done with the prep missions and the Gtaher Intel mission, just make sure that you have the Kosatka as your approach vehicle. All of these 4 equipment prep missions. The aggressor loadout, you don't need the suppressors. It already comes with loadout. And then the armor disruption if you're just gonna stay in the compound. If you're gonna explore the island, also do air support so you don't have 3 helicopters looking for you. Once you have that, you should be ready to start it. And the finale is pretty easy as well. It only takes like under 15 minutes, which means that you're able to do the elite challenge for the Cayo Perico heist pretty easily. All it is get in and get out. And all I had to do is kill some guards, do a door glitch, hack a keypad, get their primary target, and then jump off the island pretty much. I would recommend you to do this stealthily only. If you get caught, just restart the finale, either kill yourself or restart it completely. That's what I recommend you to do if you get caught by one of the guards. All this requires you to do is just point the stick in the green areas.
GPS tracker confirmed. I have your position. I will also access compound CCTV once you are inside. Perfect.
Once you make it through the door, I would recommend you to kill the guard on your left and then go back around to the other side of the door. So just go up here. Only kill this guard with the shotgun so you don't miss your shot. Then come over here really quickly. Just wait right here for the guard to turn into the hallway. Wait for this guard to turn down into the hallway over here, and for the juggernaut to go far away from. And then once you're done with the guard, cutting the guards, come over here on this corner of the path, and wait right here to kill this guard right here. I recommend you to kill them where I'm cutting them, because if you kill them randomly, the bodies are able to be spotted. So I recommend you to kill the guards where I kill them. And then once you're done with the guards with the red cones, just wait right here for the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut, which has the skull icon. Just wait for him to turn around the corner right here. To turn that way. Once he gets up the stairs right here. Make sure you don't get spotted by the Juggernaut, because he has a minigun and he will easily kill you. And he has a lot more armor as well. So he can kill you pretty easily, and it's pretty hard to kill him. And then once you kill the Juggernaut, just come over here. And then kill this guard right here. And then come over here to the body and wait right here for another guard. It should be right here. If you don't kill this guard, he will eventually come up this pathway and see the body. And then once you're done with that, do the west door glitch, which just requires you to walk up to this tree until you're ragdoll or follower. Like that. And then walk over here, do not run, just walk. And then face this way and then press X. And then turn left really quickly. And if it doesn't seem to work for you, just do the ragdoll again. So make sure you did it right. And then once you glitch yourself into the building, just press right D-pad on any loot, and then you should spawn inside of the interior. The interior should spawn. And then just loot whatever loot is in here. There loot can spawn here, and then there's a painting that can spawn. And then once you're done with that, come to this gate over here. If you don't have the gate keys, then you won't probably be able to open this door. That means that you have to kill guards until one of them drops a gate key, so you can open this. And then just hack this right here. I'll probably put a little photo or just whatever of how to do this if you're a beginner, because it is pretty hard to understand. So I'll probably put a little photo of how to do it. I don't really know the technique to this. People recommend you to stay in the red zone of the heat. People recommend you to stay under the red zone of the heat. I don't really know the technique. All I do is just stay in whatever place. And then once you're done with looting the vault or the basement, just come up here and then kill the guard that's gonna walk by in a bit. Kill that guard and then kill the guard over here. And then just go to the red zone. Once you finish the cutscene, just kill this guard right here near the bike, and then get on the bike. And then jump off the island over here. Just go over here until you jump off the island. Just swim until your screen goes blank, like when the UI goes blank. And then you should be done with the heist once that happens. Once you finish the heist, that should be it. You can do this however many times you want. Doesn't really matter what primary target or approach you do. Hopefully this helped. And if it did, support the channel in any way. Support the channel, the video, whatever in any way. Even though I got 1.2 million out of the Cayo Perico heist, I still wouldn't recommend this heist because Rockstar has nerfed it to the point where if you try this at any other time, you earn the same amount as you would if you did a small business like the executive business, the asset lab, or the MC business. So I wouldn't recommend the Cayo Perico heist, but if you feel like doing it, hopefully this helped you. And if it did, like I said, support the video or the channel. I don't really care what you do with all of this, as long as it helped. But yeah, that'll be it for this video. Have a nice day and goodbye.
Closer.